late afternoon. Let's just say that. Hey everybody, I decided to go live randomly this last minute because I want to make sure enough of you are seeing my notifications for my upcoming tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. How to write an ebook and book challenge. Okay? How to write the book in 30 days or even less. You can write it in a day, 2 days, 3 days. It always depends on the size of your book or your ebook, your digital download, quick, right? Or how to create journals. Like there's a lot of other type of books that you may want to write. You may want to share your story. This might be the opportune time for you to write with assistance, right? Because I'm here to support you with writing your story, writing your testimony in a book form. So your book can be short. Your book can be 10, 15, 20 something, 30 something pages. It don't have to be 150 pages like my first book. But let me tell you, the reason why I'm doing this because first of all, the fact that it helps to give me credibility as an author and as a speaker, even as a minister. So when I go out and speak, right, and different stages or just promote my business, people really pay more attention when I tell them that I am an author, and not only an author, I'm a best-selling. I was an Amazon best-selling author when my book first came out. Right, not too long after my book came, it was a couple of months because I did a special, and I'm going to talk about that in the masterclass, the challenge masterclass of how you can set up and plan your book, with the goal of becoming a Amazon bestseller. And then I also have some resources. So if you are in the academy, if you're doing a challenge from Get Your Life Back Academy, you will get automatic access to the downloads I have in there. I have resources like worksheets. I have a workbook in there as well for you to write down a lot of the points and strategies that you're going to get and the ideas that bounce off of your head while you're actually doing the challenge because stuff is going to come to you. See, once you start getting flowing with anything you set your mind to do, it's like the floodgates open, the imagination start flowing, you start stirring up all that creativity because now you are in a place of expectancy, you are paying attention, you are focused, and you're looking forward to the end goal. And so when you get a vision, come on here, when you get a vision to do something, then normally it will come to pass if you stay committed. So, especially for those of you, if this is your first time writing a book or writing an ebook, you can use it for so many things. Like I said, credibility for your business as a speaker, as a minister, as a business owner, or just in general, you want to write something for your family. Just saying you are author and you put out your first work. That can do so much for you. It was such I felt so great when I first got my first book that I've written. But not only that, when I received it in the mail, you would have thought I won the Grammys because to create something and to see it come to pass and come into fruition. When I received my book in the mail, a hard copy, a paperback copy of my book, I cried. I cried because maybe not for you, but for me, it was like a long dream come true from a long time ago. And it seemed like something that wasn't going to happen because I've gone through my own different traumatic of overcoming trial and tribulations and homelessness and molestation. And I went through so many things and I wanted to share my story in the book because I knew that it was going to help somebody. So when I set out to do it and the book came to pass, I was able to share my story. And one of the first people to buy my book was a pastor. He bought it for 10 people in his congregation. And he came back to me and said that my book was a blessing. One lady read my book and said she forgave her husband. All kinds of testimonies was coming in. That's why I'm telling you, you have to get it out there. Some of you are sitting on the vision, but it's time to make the vision plain. It's time to bring it into fruition with God's help. Write the vision, make it plain, set out to do what you want to do. Don't worry about all the kinks and all the mistakes. Part of stepping out on faith is just taking a chance regardless and not worrying about what's not going to happen or what didn't happen yet. Give yourself a chance and show up for you. So writing this book is a way for you to show up for you. Maybe you have also gone through something tragic like I did, where you realize now because you at a place called Healed, that you can help so many more people with your testimony. You can help so many people with that book you want to write, that ebook, that journal. Maybe you want to create a prayer journal, a devotion, or a motivational, inspirational type of journal. It could be any kind of book, but I want you to get it out of your spirit. And so, because I know what it did for me and how me doing that, first of all, it was still the process of even healing and forgiving. And I had did that. But I mean, just looking back how I was able to do that and how it blessed my life, I knew that that book, my story, because my first book, my Amazon best-selling book, is my story, and it's called Let Me Out. And you can find it right now on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles. Let Me Out. So I talked about my inner vision or the greatness that I saw, all those dreams and those passions, but I didn't really know how to exactly bring them to pass. And I talk about how God has helped me overcome those traumatic experiences I talked about earlier, not even only getting raped or being molested and all those other things that happened to me and being bullied, but I'm talking about going through the divorce, going through homelessness, dropping out of 10th grade, starting over in life after my divorce. So that means I had to go back to school to get my GED in my 30s and in my 40s. I'm going back to school. I had to overcome all of that. I had to overcome self-defeating thoughts that would come. I had to learn to pull down those imaginations and every high thought that will exalt itself against the knowledge of God and bring all those negative thoughts into captivity, into the obedience of Christ. I did that. I did it with the word. Right? I had to write that down because I know that that is still, because the book is still there, it's going to help somebody else overcome their own challenges in life. But I'm challenging you right now to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit that bell so you can get notifications of each day. For the next 4 days, you're going to get a video. And I'm going to train you. I'm going to be coaching you, and I'm going to be on live with you. The video is recorded, but I'm going to be on live with you, helping you with this process. I want to support you on. I want you to get that book out of you, girl, or man. This is not just for women. This is for men and women. Whoever this is for. It is time for you. This is your season. There is no more excuses. No more excuses. Get that book out of you. Stop talking about it. Stop dreaming about it. If you wrote the vision down, make it plain. Let's bring it to pass, because you don't even know what God's going to set you up for. A lot of times, and I know this for a fact, in my walk with God, he'll tell you to do something because you don't know where that one thing is going to lead you to. That book may lead you to stages, arenas, pulpits, podcasts, news channels. You just don't. You don't know. So just do it. Start with the first step. Don't think about what didn't happen, how long it's don't think about that. See, that kind of thinking can hold you back. I know people that are held captive by their thoughts. And so me as a life purpose and mental health coach, if you do continue to follow this channel, you will learn a lot of strategies to help you overcome them self-defeating thoughts. Things that I have overcome from my childhood. I wouldn't be able to accomplish the things I did if I would have stayed in that frame of thinking. I had to learn how to reframe, right? I learned, and a lot of this stuff I learned on my own as a child because I went through a lot of childhood trauma. So I thank God that at a young age, I was able to somehow, with God's help, find ways to cope and overcome some things. So I know firsthand what it looks like to reframe something, to change your thought process into something more positive, to not focus on what has happened and what happened yet, but what could happen. And so that's the wonderful thing. I am a believer. So that's the wonderful thing about being a believer. We learn to rewire our brains with the word of God, but your book can also help somebody to rewire their mindset, help somebody help somebody overcome and move on. Help somebody maybe learn some new skills and strategies that you want to share. You have this gold mine. You're like the hidden secret. You're the world's best kept secret that nobody knows about because you're not showing up. So writing this book is a part of somebody's journey of actually showing up, right? Get the book out, like I said, and have some expectancy. I want you to think big when you do it. Don't think, oh, this is another challenge, I'm just going to write. No. Think about the doors that this book is going to open for you, the platforms that this book is going to create for you. You don't even know. I'm telling you, I have gotten paid speaking engagements where I sold my book I took my daughter with me, or take my daughter with me, and have a whole station set up, vending table, having my books ready. By the time I finish speaking and getting off the stage, I have people lined up at my booth trying to buy my book. Let me out. So it's time for you to get out too, okay? And if you want some inspiration, you can go to Amazon and Barnes and Nobles online and buy my book, Cheryl Howard, Cheryl What? Let Me Out. But I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in the challenge. Every day for the next 4 days, you're going to get a fresh new video giving you I was going to say just a few strategies, a lot of strategies of how to structure, write, design, publish, and monetize your book. Teach you multiple ways to make income with your book, how you can multi-purpose your book. I've done it, right? So it's ongoing. That's the thing. It's evergreen. Your book is evergreen, and you can use it for so many different things. So that's why I want you to get started right now. If you want to sign up in the academy, you can go there too. Those who are enrolled for my Get Your Life Back Academy, they paid $7 special because they get, again, automatic access to the workbook and all the different tools and resources that's in the academy. But some of those links will also be in the description. But if you also join the Facebook page, I have a Get Your Life Back Academy Facebook group. I believe the link, if not, I'm going to put it in there real quick. I don't have a team right now. It's just me. And I also have the events page, this event as well. So if you go to Facebook and type in, there may be some other ones, I don't know. I'm writing a book in 30 days or less. Okay. Or you can just look for the link. I will definitely put it in the description. However, again, this is free right here on my channel starting tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Be ready. Come with your pen. Then watch some episodes and was so. I don't want you to miss this. You do not need money to get your first. That's what I want to say. You do not need money. But really, I put my first book out without spending any money. I designed everything. And this is before Cam and all these other designing tools were even out. Okay. So I'm living testimony that your book can be a blessing not only to you, but to those around you and to the people you haven't even met yet, to the people that you will encounter. They're waiting for you and your book. They're waiting for you and your story. They're waiting for you and your experience, your knowledge in the world. You got a lot of things to share. And if you are over 40, yeah, you got a lot of things to share, things that you have experienced in your own life. Out of your own mistakes can come blessings. Let me get off this thing because I'm long-winded. I'm a speaker and a preacher and a mental health professional. So I can go on and on and on and on. But I just wanted to make sure what's going on. My connection. We have a storm going on right now, actually. So that's why the phone has gone in and out. But I'm looking forward to your testimonies. I'm looking forward to those of you who's going to do the challenge all the whole days. You write a book and write an ebook in 30 days or less challenge. I want to hear your testimonials. And let me go through with the whole process, write your book. Then I want to have you on this podcast, Get Your Life Back with Cheryl podcast. Okay, definitely. That would be so great. And that'll be a testimony that I can share in the academy, Get Your Life Back Academy, but also just as I go around and speak, I will talk about you. I will share your testimony. Come on, somebody. I will have you on here as a guest, talking about your journey, your process this day to the day you get your book published. How about that? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys. I don't even know what to do. Yeah, it looks like my disconnection is getting kind of blurry, so I'm going to get off this thing right now. But anyway, it'll be up here, okay? Take the challenge, but I want you to be in it while it's live. It's going to be up here for a couple of days on my YouTube channel, but I want you to join in. I want you to be on there tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. So tomorrow is what's tomorrow? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days. And some of the segments are not really that long. They're short because you have to do your work. I'm just giving you the strategies you need. I'm going to show you. You're going to put in the work to get that book done. But you have me as your support. As a life purpose coach, I'm going to be there helping you to get it out. And I want you to experience the same joy I did when I first received my book in my hand. It's one thing to create it online and using all these digital tools, but when you actually, and even selling it online, but when you receive your own creation of something, oh my God. I'm sorry. The preacher in me just think about when how God created the heavens and the earth. And he said it was good. He just looked at it. And everything he made is good. And how he so loved what he created. That's an awesome feeling. And so we are procreate, not we are procreators, co-creators, procreators. Yeah, that's what it is. He made us, he gave us the ability to create things ourselves, right? Not on his level, but on our own level. So I want you to tap into that power, that ability that God has given you and all of us to bring something to pass, to create something, to invent something. Some of you are natural inventors. You just need someone like me, a coach, to push you along. When I say push, I mean in a loving way. I mean me nudge you in your back like, okay, go ahead. This is the time now. Okay, you waited long enough. No more procrastinating. Let's go. Come on now. Let's get it out. Ready, set, go. I'm off this thing. Talk to you soon. Love you guys. I see you tomorrow. I see you Thursday. I see you Friday. And I see you Saturday. Bye-bye.